Well, I'm only up to season 2, and season 7 has nearly finished. Yeah, so I know I'm late, but I still want to get it done. Okay, so just bear with me on this whole thing. But anyway, let's just get straight into season 2. Hey Jeff, where have you been, man? Oh my gosh. Yeah, whatever. Okay, enough with the silliness. So story is that, okay, so I said I'm going to get straight into it, so I'm going to get straight into it. Jeff, shut up. Story is that from the previous season, season 1, they went to the CDC to try and find a cure, didn't. Now they're hanging out at this farm where this old guy doesn't even want them there, but he's keeping them there because some fat shit shot Carl. And then eventually everything burns down, zombies invade, la-di-da-di-da, and then they have to go find another place to live. That's basically a very quick rundown of season 2. Not really much. Oh, well, the girl Sophia goes missing. The little girl, Sophia goes missing, and they have to find her. And then, spoiler alert, she ends up being a walker. Oh no! And then Rick shoots her in the face. So, good story. Honestly, I thought this season was a little slow at times. There were obviously some memorable moments, like the reveal of Sophia being a walker. That whole scene was good. I liked it. There are good moments in the season. I actually wrote down a list of my favourite moments. One of my favourite moments, I have like 3 of them. And that's just the start. There are other favourite moments, but couldn't be bothered to write them down. So, one of my favourite moments is what I call, and I wouldn't be surprised if other people called it this, the highway herd. Yeah, it's just like, you guys have seen it. It's the big group of zombies that they then call a herd that walks past them all, and they have to hide under cars and stuff. And yeah, I just like that bit. Okay, let's get into characters now. Daryl was a lot more likable this season because we get to see him go from being such a I wouldn't say a dick, but we see him go from season 1 to season 2, going from someone who's not really that liked in general to becoming someone that's actually quite awesome. I mean, this guy is shooting squirrels and eating them without even cooking them. How awesome could you get? And it's also the general fact that he actually contributes a lot to this group. You see, he's a good person. Glenn. I'm going to say Glenn and Maggie because on the list that I wrote down, I put Maggie and Glenn as separates, but I'm actually going to change it and put it as both because I actually I guess I started liking Glenn. I liked Glenn in season 1, but I guess I started liking him even more once he met Maggie, and I liked Maggie, well, because she's hot, but also because her character bounces off Glenn's character, and chemistry, I guess. Chemistry is what made me love these characters as 2 people, but also as separates as well. Like, I saw traits in Maggie that I liked, traits in Glenn that I liked, and then I saw traits that both of them share, that they share as a couple, that I like. Shut the fuck up. Sorry for the noise outside. What was I saying? Oh yeah, simply put, Maggie and Glenn, both their characters bounce off one another, they have great chemistry. Both of them got some. Not on the list, but I feel like mentioning Rick. He's great. At this point in season 2, we still relate to him, we still see that he's trying to do good. He hasn't reached that area of grey yet, where it's kind of confusing to see his motivations. So we still, in season 2, we still see him as a good guy, stuff like that. Laurie's pregnant. Herschel. I liked Herschel a lot, actually. not only, well, I liked Herschel because I share a lot of beliefs that the character of Herschel does. But if I were Herschel, because Herschel is all about not killing the walkers because he thinks that they're sick, he thinks that they're people. We all know that they're not people, but he has this belief that they are still people, that it's just a sickness, that this plague is just, this one's different. We always say that, but humanity always bounces back, la-di-da-di-da. But I like him because of his character arc, when he eventually gets to that point of, you know what, my methods aren't working, let's just kill these things. And I don't know what it is about the Christian types of The Walking Dead, like Herschel, and even further in the show, Gabriel. I don't know what it is about seeing these Christian types just go from a strong believer to someone who still does believe, but is willing to step up and be a badass. I don't know what it is, but I just love those types of characters. I love Herschel specifically because of the beliefs that him and I share, but also because of his character arc of going from a wimp to a badass in the best possible way. So of Season 2, I would say Herschel is my favourite. Herschel and Daryl being my favourites. And then down from that is Glenn, Maggie and Rick and all the others. Well, character arcs. Character arcs. Shane. I did mention, I know for a fact that I did mention in my review for Season 1 that I felt like Season 1 was missing something like a villain, right? Season 2 does have a villain. I wouldn't say as obvious as the Governor or Negan, but a villain that I guess you could say was, I don't know the word for it, someone that we related to, or someone that we grew to understand, or someone that we have seen in Season 1, always as a person on the good side, even though he nearly shot Rick in Season 1, but whatever. It's been this slow, steady thing, and Season 2 finally brings it out, of Shane being the Punisher. Well, that's it. That's it, guys. That's all for Season 2. I will see you in my review for Season 3. See you then. Goodbye. That was really awkward.